I'm here to check out a joint where a husband and wife team left San Francisco, where they had this really successful, fast casual Vietnamese concept, and they came out here to offer up the folks in Nashville some real banh mi. This is East Side Banh Mi.
Making strip spring rolls.
It was kind of love at first sight.
Possible banh mi pickup.
You don't find a lot of banh mi's in Nashville.
At least not until Chad Newton and Gracie Wynn brought them here. Tell me about the menu. What is this, true banh mi?
We just do it more like chef-driven, but we still keep it to the traditional recipes that I grew up with.
#1 banh mi sandwich, enjoy. The bologna, the cilantro, the vegetables, everything just kind of ties together really well. I mean, that's #1.
The last bite is like the little crunchy, soggy, perfect tip.
The #1 sandwich is like a cold cut. So we're gonna make the ham hock terrine. These are smoked ham hock, boiled for 3 to 4 hours until it's tender.
Once this cools down, is going through and picking the meat and separating the cartilage, the bone, and the fat.
Correct.
Good, I'm not gonna do that part.
Okay.
I'm gonna go, oh, there's my car. Someone's out there. I gotta go find your husband. I'll see you right back.
And then we're gonna hand shred it.
Did you get it all?
I did.
It's amazing. The timing of going to get the tires rotated and the oil change. This is the broth that's been strained after the hocks were done?
Correct. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna add the gelatin. Once it melts, I'm just gonna pour some of this over. Press this in.
Into the walk-in. Once it starts to cool down, it should really seize up.
Correct.
Then we'll have it ready to slice.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna make pate.
Don't say pate. Oy vey.
Start with a little bit of pork fat, ground pork, chicken liver.
Chicken livers I can get down with. I cannot do the beef liver. No offense.
Add some onions and the garlic, salt, black pepper, spice powder, sugar, and fish sauce.
And these are all recipes your mom taught you?
My grandmother.
Really?
Yeah. This is ready. Goes in the food processor. Then we're gonna add the rest of the pork fat.
I can smell that 5-spice from here. All right, so take this smooth. Let it cool. It's spreadable.
Correct.
We need to make the butter mayo.
The mayo is not your traditional mayo.
Right.
It's actually supposed to resemble like a whipped butter. No butter in it.
There's no butter.
No butter.
There's no butter.
It's just egg yolks, shallots, sea salt, and just whip it up with a little shallot oil to be nice and thick and spreadable.
And talk about baguettes. This baguette that is known in banh mi, which is not as heavy as a French baguette. How do we achieve that?
It's actually a 3-day process.
Okay.
I make a peluche, just a little bit of yeast
Okay.
compared to the amount of flour that goes overnight.
Creating this fermentation, getting you the air pockets and the bubbles.
Then the next day, we make the dough, water, the bullish,
Yeast, flour.
and sea salt. Speed 1 for 3 minutes, speed 2 for 9 minutes, speed 3 for 3 minutes. And we put it back in the fridge for 24 hours. It gets portioned out, and then let that proof for 2 hours. Press it down a little bit, smack it,
She really gets excited with that.
and then roll it up, and then that goes here.
It's gonna go in the proofer for 3 hours.
Correct. We put it in the oven at 475 for 20 minutes. So we're gonna build the banh mi.
Listen to that bread. Nice and warm. Oh, that's banana. Actually, it's bread. Oh my goodness.
The butter mayo down.
Not shy with that.
Oh, and then the pate, cucumbers, the bologna, the ham hock, pickled daikon and carrots that we make in-house, cilantro, jalapenos, black pepper, and then our seasoning sauce cut in half.
That's a different level right there. That's goosebumps. The pate is lights out. So rich, velvety, silky. The bread is a crunch of fire. Getting great texture out of that local bologna. Definitely texture out of that terrine. Silkiness and creaminess and fat coming through from that buttered mayo. A little bit of spice from the jalapeno. Palate refresher from the pickled onions and daikon. Actually, it's legendary. Probably some of the best banh mi I've had.
#1 banh mi, table 7.
The ham hock terrine and the pate adds like a nice smoky aspect. Then you balance that with the cilantro and the cucumber. It makes it really kind of sing in the mouth.
Really what brought me in the most was the bread.
Bread's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They have the shallot mayonnaise. I want to put it on everything. It's so good.
It's phenomenal. It's different than any sandwich I've ever had.